Hey, everybody. Welcome to Club Helsinki Virtual Open Mic. Hello, Ryder.
Hi.
You look marvelous. Life
Well,
okay over
thank
there?
you. Yeah, it's all right in Catskill, New York.
Good. Glad to hear it.
How are you doing in Hillsdale?
I'm doing good. As you can see, I'm perched high above Hillsdale and Hudson in the,
Yes,
the
you're
virtual
in the cosmic Hillsdale zone.
virtual sphere. That's right.
Yes.
My name's Cameron, everybody. I'm your host tonight for Club Helsinki Virtual Open Mic. This is my co-host, Ryder Cooley, and her close friend, associate, and co-host of sorts, Hazel. And we're coming to you from the Hudson Valley of New York, America. And we got all sorts of great submissions tonight. And I think we'll just kick it off, right?
That's a good idea because we have so many videos to play. Very exciting.
Indeed, we got a lot. So we're going to start off with two friends of mine from opposite sides of the country. Gary Mazzola is coming to us from Tehachapi, California, in Southern California. Gary has submitted before. He's a good old friend of mine, singer songwriter, very prolific. And Dominic Lydon coming to us from Berkshire County, a very good singer, songwriter, performer. And each one of them's got an offering from us. So from the West Coast, we got Gary Mazzola, and the East Coast, we got Dominic Lydon.
Well, put away the Bible, trying to do what's right, but the devil keeps on calling me every single night. There's a hole in me. When I'm sleeping in the back room, my clothes are in a sack. Had a wife and a family, but I ain't never going back. There's a hole in me. Tonight's another party. Jack's put me in again, and I get so much comfort back from my sweet southern friend. Don't you try to hassle me, I'll only knock you down. There's a hole in me. I'll play that slime. Well, my middle kid keeps coming around, wonders why I'm gone. Kid, don't pressure me again. How did you get so tall? There's a hole in me. Tonight's another party. Jack's moved me in again, and I get so much comfort back from my sweet southern friend. Don't you try to hassle me, 'cause I'll only knock you down. There's a hole in me. There's a hole in me. There's a hole in me.
Quarantine Tunes number 3. Dirk Bentley. Fell in love on the L train, headed somewhere north of where you are. Thought I knew where I was going. Now I know I'm going where you are. Ain't gonna lie, I've been drinking. That Colorado's got me stoned. Every time I close my eyes, the angels are singing. Loving you ain't my decision. Loving you is my religion. I wanna hear what's been hurting. I carved that on a bench in Central Park. And when I show up there the next day, you'd written your initials in a heart. Ain't gonna lie, I've been drinking. That Colorado's got me stoned. Every time I close my eyes, the angels are singing. Loving you ain't my decision. Loving you is my religion. I'm in love out in LA, Paris, Tokyo, and coast to coast. And it's you that keeps me going. Love from you is always what means the most. Ain't gonna lie, I've been drinking. That Colorado's got me stoned. Every time I close my eyes, the angels are singing. Loving you ain't my decision. Loving you is my religion. Every time I close my eyes, the angels are singing. Loving you ain't my decision. Loving you is my religion. Loving you is my religion.
All right. Thank you, Dominic.
Yes,
Live
thank you.
in Missoula.
Yeah, and welcome back. We do have our chats open if you would like to communicate with us indirectly.
The
You
virtual.
can do that through Facebook or through YouTube. We've got a bunch of chats coming in. Jane Schaefer, good to hear from you again. She's always shouting out. It's great to hear from Jane.
Yeah.
And Anna Bennett. And let's see, Emil Westgard. Hello, Emil. We've got Rick Warren. You're going to hear some of his music later. And so, yeah, send us a message on the YouTube or on the Facebook. We would love to hear from you. It actually makes our night because here we are in our own
little cocoon, right?
Yes.
I wanted to say also, I just wanted to say hi to everybody out there. We got people watching all over the country. Upstate New York, hello. Downstate New York, hello. California, Arizona, Texas, New Orleans, Denmark.
Yeah, hi out there everywhere. This is Hazel. She's one of my collaborators. I try and in the live performances, I really try and channel her energy. Her energy's here tonight. I don't know if that's getting out to everybody, but she's a Barbados black belly sheep with the ram horns, regendered through our collaboration.
I learn something every day. I never did that. Of course. Oh, I mean, of course. What do I know? Okay, I see. I had no idea that Hazel was also regendered.
Yeah, she's regendered because I'm her body now because somebody decapitated her, and I don't know what they did with her body. I mean, his body, but now I'm his body, which
Sorry.
makes him or her.
I see. Well,
Yeah.
of course. I mean, I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. It's so obvious. But I do want to say, for anyone who wants to learn more about Ryder's work, and Hazel is an integral part of his Ryder's work, musical, visual, painting, so forth. You can go to rydercooley.com and you can learn about all that. They're
Yeah. And we have the band, the Dust Bowl Fairies, Fairies. So Hazel, of course, is the star. And we look forward to doing the live shows again someday, hopefully. But right now we're in the virtual, and that's where we are. So we have Claire Cousin up next. She is one of our wonderful musician singers from Hudson, New York, who came to the um, live open mic. And yep, at Club Helsinki, the most wonderful, beautiful, best sounding club for miles and miles, in our humble opinion. But you know, there's also a bunch of other great music venues around here. But Club Helsinki is pretty special, and we hope that you will come there as soon as it reopens. So Claire she's 27 years old. She's a full-time mother of 3. She's a full-time teacher's assistant, and she's a full-time social justice advocate. And this is one of her favorite songs, a cover.
She's got a great set of pipes.
You don't know, baby, when you hold me, yeah, and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing, and it don't change. If I had it my way, yeah, you would know that you are. Ooh, you're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're the sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, know you're the best part. Oh,
Okay. All right. Welcome back. Thank you, Claire Cousins. Very nice.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you.
So I'm excited to talk about my buddy Roy Zimmerman. I've known Roy for many years. I believe, and a lot of people believe, that he's the greatest musical satirist for the last good while. And Roy has been writing songs of parody. Well, he's been writing both parody songs and funny material and some serious material, but a lot of good humorous stuff about issues of the day. And his first song that got a lot of attention on YouTube probably 15 years ago was called Creation Science 101, about teaching the Bible in school, something, anyway, a great song. And that was an early garner of 1 million views on YouTube, which was exciting to a lot of people that the message was getting out in that medium of musical comedy, and that many people were listening to it. Anyway, recently, Roy is up to 70 million views on his latest effort called The Liar Tweets Tonight. You might have seen it on Facebook, and I'm going to be talking to Roy in a couple of weeks. It's been hard to track him down since his inbox got filled up with 70 million new friends, but I have been in touch, and we're going to interview and talk to Roy in a couple of weeks. Anyway, this is a great song about the travails of being a liberal. And this song was written, this is from a number of years ago. Enjoy. This is Roy Zimmerman.
On my way in here tonight, I bruised my nose, hugging a tree. I was late because I had to stop by on my way at San Quentin to set a criminal free. And I ran out of 7-grain beef, pollen, macrobiotic, organic, sustainable medical marijuana for my jerky knee. Do you know how hard it is to be a liberal? Well, do ya? I had to learn to speak French, Spanish, Hindi, and Dolphin just so I could relate. I'm exhausted from taxing and spending and controlling the media and ruling San Francisco as a separatist nation state. And in yoga today I got bent out of shape because the guy doing bow pulling pose next to me was intolerant, which I hate. Do you know how hard it is to be a liberal? Well, do ya? Constantly feeding the hungry and bleeding my heart and exceeding my budget and needing approval and reading The Nation and leading a sing-along. Everybody! No, wait, that was just an impulse, sorry. Oh, I was shooting hoops with some brothers when I sprained my badonkadon. And you know that ain't chill. Saved an endangered snail darter from being eaten by an endangered spotted owl, which I saved from being eaten by an endangered snow leopard, which I saved from being shot by a poacher who I had to kill. With kindness. Took a while. And I hit a speed bump and spilled my chai latte all over the hemp-covered seats of my Prius, and the speed bump turned out to be be a homeless Native American, so I apologized and gave him some land. I stomped out his cigarette and took away his gun and shot myself in the nuts on my way to my frivolous lawsuit for sexual harassment, where I was suing myself because I masturbated against my will. Do you know how hard it is to be me? Do you know how hard it is just to be a knee-jerk liberal? What I wouldn't give to be a circle jerk conservative.
Welcome back. That was wonderful, Roy Zimmerman. And next up we have Mayor. He is also from Hudson, New York. He actually owns a magical shop. It is called Magic Hill, and
Wow.
he has a magical video for us. You may also know him as Mira Schmidt. We think that this video was actually shot in Hudson, New York, which is, of course, where Club Helsinki exists in the non-virtual reality. And so we're so happy to have this submission tonight. And speaking of submissions, we encourage everybody to submit your videos. The deadline is Mondays at noon. And we ideally like to have YouTube videos. That makes our lives so much easier, unfortunately. And there is a submission link at clubhelsinki.live. You may be watching at that link right now, or if not, you can take a look, and it's a very simple, link that you click to submit your video and just give us a little bit of information about yourself so that we can let people know who you are and where you are and what you do.
Right, and there's a lot of info on that page. If you scroll down, there's a photo gallery, like a rogues gallery of open mic heroes. People have been sending in pictures and all sorts of stuff down there. You just scroll down the page, there's all sorts of goodies down there, including all of our shows. I think that, what is it, number 14, right? Are we at 14 or 15?
15. So yeah, you can see all of the other 14 shows if you really are bored.
If you're really, really committed.
They've gotten a little bit better each week. So if you're really, really bored, you can go back to number 1 and be like, wow.
Take notes
okay.
as we see our aesthetic and technical development as we've come along.
And we got a shout out to Randall Martin on that, and right. Always helping us on the tech end, making everything work. So next up, we're going to do 2 more, we're going to do the Mayor video, and then we'll tell you about the next 2 videos.
I don't know why you laugh. just to run and hide from me. But deep in my heart I know that you always be, yes you always be, yes you are amazing, yes you are amazing to me. There's nobody told you that lately. There's nobody trying to feel in pain. It's you are amazing to me.
So welcome back. Once again, that was Mayor from Magic Hill in Hudson, New York.
Thank you for that.
Hopefully that shop is, I'm not sure if they're open yet, but they may be. And they're right on Warren Street, and you might want to go check it out, and you can tell him in person how much you loved his video, or you can look up this music online. Next up, we have John B. Wooden and Alana Meredith. Before we get into those videos, just a little refresher on the chats. We've got some more chats coming in from Jane Schaefer, Heather Martin,
Hello, Heather.
and Anna Bennett again. So thanks everybody for sending us messages. You can message us on the YouTube link or on the Facebook page, and we love to hear from you. So John B. Wooden, it's a concert that he did with his mother and his father. And actually, when John first started coming to the open mic, he always came with his mother and his father.
I
His
remember
mother
well.
has passed away a couple years ago, but his father, Dave Wooden, still comes and plays the fiddle. And so it's open mic's always like open to, you know, everybody, family, ensembles, and all kinds of music and performance. So this is kind of special. We haven't seen John's mother in a while, so
Yeah.
thanks to John for sending this in.
And who else is?
Alana, thank you for reminding me. So Alana has been sending us videos for most of the shows. She had an interview last week or the week before, and she's doing the song "For All We Know" by the Carpenters.
two of us, strangers in many ways. We've got a lifetime to share, so much to say, and as we go from day to day, I'll feel you close to me, but time alone will tell. Let's take a lifetime to say I knew you well, for only time will tell us so, and love may grow for all we know. Love, look at the two of us, strangers in many ways. Let's take a lifetime to say I knew you well, for only time will tell us so, and love may grow for all we know.
Very nice. Very nice. John Wooden and Alana, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So it appears that Alana is back on the side of the road where she started in the beginning of the pandemic. I hope.
Yeah, it will come full circle, hopefully. If but don't forget, still wear your mask. Let's be careful. We don't want to get back into another quarantine.
No, we sure don't. We sure don't. Boy, howdy. All right, thank you, John and Alana. All right, so coming up, so Bonafide Club Helsinki open mic hero Tony Coraldo. Everybody knows Tony. He's known as the professor, the Baba of piano, Baba Buffalo. Anyway, Tony does a lot of great stuff. He's submitted a bunch of great videos and always plays often plays our real open mic. And also Christina Vigers, who's another great talent, lives in Hudson. Christina's a great singer, and like I mentioned last week, there's a lot of interaction in this area between musicians, and a lot of it, I guess, has circled around open mic. A lot of people certainly have met at open mic and ended up playing together, becoming aware of each other through the open mic, and other, other venues and places in the Hudson Valley. But there's a lot of collaboration, a lot of musical collaboration. And so interestingly enough, the video that Tony submitted tonight features Christina Vigers on vocals, and it's great. And it was shot at Club Helsinki a while ago. It's part of Tony's Milk Money CD and video collection. And then we also have another video by Christina doing a great classic American song. And we're going to be interviewing probably both Tony and Christina in the upcoming weeks. So keep your eye out for that. So with two videos coming up. First is Tony Coraldo with Christina Vigers, and then Christina's offering.
Yeah, and a little kitten update.
Oh, yes.
We have 2 kittens who have potentially been adopted, so that's good news. This is Miss Moon, and she found a home, and we found a home for Homer, and I think we're going to have to keep one of them. But if anything falls through, we'll let you know. They're very cute.
Yeah, the other one, I understand that Michael Kathmandu Schumacher is stepping up to that kitty commitment.
Yeah, he's all about the little Persephone,
Excellent.
the
All right.
little gray kitten, queen of the underworld, and the goddess of grains and greens.
Wow. Yeah, I'm getting a little cruiser in my life too. I'm getting a puppy dog. Yeah,
Oh, shadow, right?
little Shadow. Yeah, picking him up tomorrow. Seems to be a
Very
time of
exciting.
fluffy animals. All right, without any further ado, Tony Coraldo and Christina Vigors.
Sorry, I'm okay. You good, Mike?
I'm okay.
The clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've been alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. So when the night falls, loneliness calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. I've been in love and lost my senses, spinning through the town. Sooner or later, the fever ends, and I wind up feeling there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh, listen, Lord, if you want to know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. For everyone.
All right. Holy moly. So that was Christina Viggers, everybody. And as I was starting to mention, we're going to be interviewing Christina next week, I believe. Wonderful. Christina and her friend Adam started coming to the open mic a few years ago and started belting out these Broadway barn burners, and they were just great, and love their energy and music. And then it's another one of those cosmic things, and Christine will talk about an interview, but she suddenly found viral fame because she shot this, her friend shot a video. Christine is very funny, and she was sort of hamming it up and singing karaoke, like over the system at the store or something. I don't remember the exact story, but it was great. May have just been an up close karaoke video from Sam's Club. Anyway, totally blew up all over the world. Millions and millions of people saw it. They flew her out to LA and she was on the Steve Harvey show. This all happened within like 2 weeks. Very wacky, great story. I'm sure we'll touch on that with Christina when we interview her. All right, so coming up next is a long distance Club Helsinki open mic hero, David Grossman. My pal David coming to you as usual from his couch in the greater Los Angeles basin. And David's going to give us a song, and then I'm going to talk to David a little bit, do a little interview with him, and check in with him. David Grossman, everybody.
Before we do that, we have a couple of chats coming in. So Patricia Santos, you're going to see her and hear her video soon. A beautiful cello player, and Alana Meredith, who we just heard from. Hi, Alana. And Jane Schaefer reminding us to wash our hands.
Yeah.
And so thanks to everybody for sending the chats. We love to hear from you. You can chat to us on Facebook or on YouTube.
That's right. All right. David Grossman.
It was a bittersweet reunion in the front seat of my car. But the distance wasn't miles this time, just the length of my arm. Well, you tried your best to tell me with a smile and steady hand that the roots you put down finally took, and it was time to make a stand. And we talked about the weather another time. Well, I think I know that feeling. It's the push and the pull of fate, and the tiny bit of wisdom learned, caught in a state of grace. Message in between those half-worn lines. What about me's the sacrifice for we? That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. As for my direction, it's a crooked road that way. Started from the place I left to the one where I could not stay. As we stood there on the sidewalk, saying our goodbyes, I heard that voice inside my head as I looked into your eyes. The message in between those half-worn lines. What about me? No sacrifice for we.
All righty, it's great to welcome my old cohort and musical pal, Dave Grossman. He looks like he's coming from Northern California, but he's coming from an undisclosed location in Southern California.
Yeah, it's a very undisclosed place. Nobody knows where I am. I've been bunkered down, hunkered in Bunker Town here. Yeah, sure. Southern California.
So Dave's a man of many names. One is the human jukebox because he knows so many songs.
And exactly what do you mean by human when you're describing? I mean, are you trying to the human part? I'm not sure I get that part, but go ahead.
Well, I didn't mean fallible.
Who said? You said that, not me, Mister. I didn't go there.
So anyway, you're playing a lot on the internet these days, are you not, Dave?
Yes, I'm playing. Well, yeah, I'm not actually. I'm playing to the cyber nation, whatever that means. I'm cybernating, but I'm playing. I'm coming from my apartment, mostly on the couch. But yes.
Yeah.
Or the sofa, depending on what. If I'm playing on the couch, I'm doing a cover song. If I'm playing on the sofa, I'm doing an original. So I call them couch covers, sofa originals. I don't know why. So there's not a whole lot of other words for the same thing. So I just go with what I know.
Yeah.
And it's one piece of furniture for both. We cut costs that way. It's really, it's a big saver. Yeah. If I had a couch and a sofa, I'd be on one, pissed off that I wasn't on the other after I'd paid for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm that way with rooms too. I've got like a living room and a bedroom, but if I'm I can't use them both at the same time, right? And I'm paying rent for both, right? So of course I'm a little upset about, if I had a 20-room house, I'd go crazy. I wouldn't know. I mean, if I had 20 decisions to make it one, oh my God, I would never. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I see.
Yeah. So I mean, I have plenty of room. I'm on the couch or the sofa and playing music every day. I cut something. I either write a song or do somebody's song, a friend's song. I just did a Mario DeCio song called "Open Me Up," and I was in a band. He used to play at the Sweetwater in Mill Valley, and I just cut his song the other day, and it was really nice. He built this guitar. This is the very first guitar he ever built. You can't really see it, but maybe you can. Anyway, yeah, it's a cutaway hummingbird. So I had mine stolen, and he felt really bad for me, and so he built me a guitar. And now he builds guitars for all sorts of people. I mean, it's just an amazing story.
That's a good friend right there.
Yeah, no kidding, yeah.
So have you written any pandemic-based songs recently?
Well, I did a couple of parodies. I did "The Virus is Blowing in the Wind." I did "If I Had a Vaccine," I'd take it in the morning, I'd share it by the evening all over this land, But I don't know. I did a couple of things like that, but I didn't write my own. There's so many other people, and plus there's not that much known about it. So it's like, I just still feel like, where am I going to go with it? It's like, they haven't even come up with a vaccine yet. We don't know that much about it. Everybody and their brother has a story or a song out about it, and I'm just listening to everybody else's and seeing if there's one that I like more, that comes across. A friend of mine wrote one called My Corona, to My Sharona. Yeah, I mean, Tommy, he was a guy in my band, Tommy Vicini, out here. I was doing a band called The Drinks. We were a trio, and anyway, we did that for 10 years. We did mostly Crosby, Stills, and Nash cover songs, but a cover band kind of thing with three-part harmony. It was really fun, but yeah, he wrote My Corona, and he wants me to learn it. We'll see what happens. It could happen.
Well, I hope you guys get some serious traction with My Corona.
Yeah. Well, I was drinking a lot of Corona at first because I thought I could build up a tolerance.
Yeah.
To the virus that way, but I didn't. All that happened was I drank like a case, and by that time I didn't care whether I got the virus or not. But that's about, it's almost a cure, but not quite. I don't recommend it. It's like, I'm not prescribing that to other people out there. Don't drink a lot of Corona. It's not going to work. I mean, it's not going to cure you from it. Better than drinking cleaning products, but yeah, I mean, probably not a cure.
So on that note, can you tell our viewing audience how they can see and hear your material?
Well, almost every week I've been on the Helsinki open mic, and thanks to you guys, I really appreciate you putting me on there. In fact, I feel almost guilty for taking up space at this point, but thank you for putting me on there. I love being on there. And if you want to listen to my music, I have a Bandcamp page, and you can go there and become a subscriber for $5 a month. You can have like 300 songs, starting from recording when I was 10 years old in 1977, writing those original songs too, where I'm trying to be a 10-year-old Cat Stevens. I can barely get my hand around the neck of the guitar. You can hear it. It's all right there for everyone to hear. And that embarrassment all the way through to, I call it the Winchester Mystery House of Music. Okay, because it's got a lot of songs that go nowhere, kind of like the Winchester Mystery House. You know, they got, you know, stairways to the ceiling and doors that open the walls. That's kind of what my music's going at this point. But I just keep adding to it, and you know, luckily for you guys, I have supporters, so that's good.
A lot of middle, no beginning, no end. All right, so
I just don't know where they're going. I don't. They're structured songs, but yeah, I just don't know where they're going. Anyway, thank you for having me. I don't know what else to say. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm all over the place. Cybernating. I'm cybernating, not cybermating, because that's kind of disgusting. But cybernating.
you're cyber marinating, and
Marinating.
under the name David Grossman and or David Shepard Grossman, folks.
Right, or DSG. I do DSG a lot because I'm lazy.
Check him out. He's one of my favorite singer-songwriters. Thank you, Dave. Great seeing you, man.
Thanks, man.
All right.
See you later, Cameron.
All right. Thank you so much to David Grossman. David's definitely a California guy, and I mean, there it is. He's got the Golden Gate Bridge. That's where David and I used to hang out together a lifetime ago, back in the San Francisco Bay Area, Marin County, and all that. But he's actually coming at you from Southern California. So just another little cosmic virtual twist there, folks. So thank you, David. That was fun. What do we got coming up next there, Ryder?
Okay, next up we have Brad Burke, and then we have Foggy Otis. And Brad Burke is an original songwriter, playing his original songs from Round Top, New York, and he is a regular at the in-person embodied virtual or non-virtual open mic. So we're always happy to hear from him, what he's doing. He's a chef. He works in the prison system.
Right.
So we're just always so glad to, of course, you know, people are playing music, and it's good to hear what people are working on. And then Foggy Otis has been a big supporter of the open mic as well. He plays the ukulele. And he does not play the ukulele in any sort of way that you might expect a ukulele player to play the ukulele.
Taking it to different levels, no doubt about it.
Definitely. So the video is to promote an upcoming live stream. Foggy Otis plays the music of Genesis.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, that's
reimagined for solo ukulele. What?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, there's no limits. When you're doing Genesis on solo ukulele, you're not scared of anything. Seriously, yeah. No, it's great. I love what Foggy does, and yeah, he's a longtime Club Helsinki open mic hero, along with Brad Burke.
What's up, everybody? I'm Brad Burke. Welcome to my house. I'm going to play you another one of my songs. It's called Free. Here we go. I can feel it in the air. Something going down, oh yeah. Tension building on the wall. I can feel it in the air. Something going down, yeah. Tension building on the wall. Oh, I cold those bars. No one cares for your cries. No one cares if you live or die, live or die, live or die. Yeah. Oh, to be free. Yeah. Oh, to be free. Yeah. Copying move, keep moving to your cell. Click clack goes the latch, lights out till tomorrow. Oh, to be free, yeah. Oh, to be free, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, and I don't know if you know who I am. But I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes. Well, you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget the first time, the last time we ever met? But I know the reason why you keep your silence up. You don't fool me. The hurt doesn't show. The pain still grows, and it's no stranger to you and me. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
thank you, Foggy Otis. And yeah, Foggy's got an upcoming web performance, and there'll be more information on that coming up. I'm not sure if that was included at the end of the video. If not, it'll be on next week. I know it's a big. It's happening in a few weeks, so we'll mention that in the near future also. Thank you, Foggy and Brad Burke. All right, so coming up next, we have a couple of virtual open mic regulars, Peter Ludendorff and Paul Zarvis. Paul has submitted various different pieces, including a spoken word piece last week with his partner, Tanya. I think we're going to have another piece from Tanya next week. This one is Paul and Peter Ludendorff. So without any further ado, a couple of virtual open mic heroes, Peter Ludendorff and Paul Zarvis.
Yay.
When I'm dead and in my grave, no more good times will I crave. Put some stones at my head and feet and tell them I'm gone to sleep. Freight train, going so fast. Freight train, gone at last. Please don't tell them what train I'm on, and they won't know what train I'm on. When I'm dead, bury me deep down at the edge of Cottage Street, so I can hear old number 9 as she goes rolling by. Freight train, going so fast. Freight train, gone at last. Please don't tell them what train I'm on, and they won't know what train I'm on, and they won't know what train I'm on. And I love to hear that lonesome whistle blow.
Hi, Ryder. Thank you so much.
This song's by Elton John. It's an old one. And I think with what's going on these days all around us, this one is right on point. specter. He has been here too. Distant cousin from down the line. Brand of people that ain't my kind. Holy Moses, I have been removed. Holy Moses, I have been deceived. Now the wind has changed direction, and I'll have to leave. Won't you please excuse my frankness? It's not my cup of tea. Holy Moses, I have been deceived. I'm going back to the border. My affairs ain't abused. I can't take no more bad water. Been poisoned from my head down to my shoes. Oh, Holy Moses, let us live in peace. Let us strive to find a way to make all hatred cease. There's a man over there. What's his color? I don't care. Holy Moses, let us live in peace. Holy Moses, let us live in peace. And he's my brother, let us live in peace. He's my brother, let us live in peace. All right, that was Elton John. Elton John, that was called The Border Song.
Gentlemen,
Wow.
yeah, beautiful stuff. So, Ryder and I were just chatting. I know a lot of people are curious about what's going to happen with, or what the plan is with Club Helsinki and any plans about reopening. And I wish I had good news for you on that front. But the news is that there are no plans in place at this point. We are all talking every day and looking at different options and possibilities. But it is with a place like Helsinki, it's complicated, and it's further complicated by the uncertainty of what lays ahead. So obviously we are working on it, and hopefully we'll have some encouraging, happy news for people soon. But in the current situation, we just can't make any commitments towards what or when we might be doing stuff. We are, like I said, we are talking about all our options and trying to figure out the best and tenable way to move forward. And in the meantime, I'm very grateful to have this connection out to the world. We all are. Club Helsinki virtual open mic. Here I am floating above the club, way above the club. Haven't floated for a while. All right, who do we got next, Ryder?
Okay, so up next, well, first I'm going to do a poem by the Rooftopper Jenkins.
Oh, the Rooftopper himself.
Yeah, a regular at the Embodied open mic, and he's been sending me some of his poetry. He's not in a situation where he can make a video right now, so I'm going to read some of his poetry. And then we have Patricia Santos, amazing cellist and singer-songwriter. And also, of course, Homer is still here with me. He's getting a little wiggly, but we do hopefully have a home for Homer. But just a reminder to everyone, the animals are out. It's the summer. It's a good time to adopt an animal or support your local animal rescue.
That's right.
They, the summer's a fun time for them, and then the winter is not a fun time for them if they're out on the streets. So
Right.
just think about getting one of these cute little critters.
That's right.
So from the Rooftopper Jenkins, it's called Nation. Remembering Wolf, how hungry he looked, and his eyes, not malevolent, as were Fox's eyes, the wolf, hungry eyes, innocent eyes, casual eyes. In the moment, his fur was so beautiful, his steps, his gait, purposeful, yet still carefree, not quite jaunty, strutting, casual, like his eyes, unhurried, unworried, with all his eyes, his gait, his hunger. Wolf maintained a surety, security in the outcome, or abandon in the attempt.
Wow.
The tracks of a red wolf have been seen alongside the tracks of a black panther. A red wolf's howl pierced the night air. A black panther, knowing the language of wolves, licked her lips in anticipation of the hunt. For too long, both have been hunted, their survival taking all of their attention, all of their resources. An unnatural madness with the red wolf's call, a return to the natural order began. When will the red wolf, the black panther, hunt and not be hunted?
Thank you, Rooftopper.
So next we have Patricia Santos.
Hi, Ryder. Thank you so much for keeping the Helsinki open mic going and the music coming along. I'm Patricia Santos. This is a song I wrote called When You're Out. I wrote it last year for the 50th anniversary of The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle, which the event was at the start of Pride Month last year. So I thought, what a great song to do for you all right now. And if you enjoy it, please check out, I've got stuff on my website, patriciasantos.com, and I'm on Instagram and Facebook and Bandcamp and all those good things. So thank you so much. Hope you will like it.
Such a tiny thing, wanting to take it all in, until you think you might burst through your skin. Find what you're looking for, and then go find some more. You'll know what it's been about when you're out. When you're out, take off and go flying. When you're out, let the sun see you shine. You'll be freer to move through this world once your big bright wings are unfurled. You'll know what it's been about when you're out. Growing pains may make you want to hide away. No one sees what you go through those lonely days. Let the struggles of your time apart make you your best work of art. You'll know what it's been about when you're out. When you're out, take off and go flying. When you're out, let the sun see you shine. You'll be free
right. Thank you, Patricia Santos. Very beautiful. Yes. Love that cello music. So what happened to little Kitty? Did you
Little Kitty is back with Uncle Mike.
that would be Michael Kathmandu Schumacher.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a newly enrolled kitty owner, right? He's
Yeah. She was, expressing her kitten vocal cords
yes, she was.
to
He was sort of howling along to Rooftopper's wolf poem.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was feeling the wolf energy.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So coming up next is a section of our open mic we call the Pandemic Journal. And I would like to encourage anybody out there to please send in any footage, video that they're of what they're doing during this time of the pandemic or what their neighbors are doing. We're collecting archival footage of Hudson during this very odd pandemic time period. It's called the Pandemic Journal. We've done lots of different things with it. We've looked at people who are helping the community. We also last week had a great video of the march from Catskill to Hudson, the Juneteenth March, which was a great local event. And this is another take on that event. Beautiful slideshow with music done by Tim McDowell. And my partner Deb will introduce it.
Hey guys. So, last week was the Hudson Freedom March. And if you didn't see footage of it, we want to show you more. You can see the whole thing. Randall Martin got it, and it's exquisite. It's powerful. Don't miss it. It's on clubhelsinki.live. Meanwhile, we want to show you more footage of that incredible day. Stand tall. Stand tall and wear your masks. And we'll see you next week. Peace.
Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. War's not the answer, for only love can conquer. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving, oh, here today. Picket lights, picket signs, punish me with brutality. Talk to me, honey, so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Woo! Come on, man. Woo! Ah, baby.
Picket lines, picket signs. People don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Wanna know what's going on? All right. Oh, baby. Ooh, what's going on? Wanna know, I wanna know, baby. What's going on? Na, 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 na. Woo! I wanna know what's going on, baby. Yes, I wanna know what's going on right now, people.
All right, so that was this week's Pandemic Journal. Thank you, Deb McDowell, and thank you, Tim McDowell. And I wanted to encourage people, if you're enjoying the show, please feel free to share out the link out there. Our director wants to get us up to 5,000 views a week. I'm all for it. So I encourage everybody to, if you like what we're doing, take a minute and share it out there. Let people know. We are getting more and more people from around the world watching it, watching it live, and then over the course of the week because we have it posted. And thank you, everybody, and welcome and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and we have a few more chats from people. Joe Rotowski,
Hello, Joe.
a wonderful pianist and accordionist and clarinet player and multi-instrumentalist,
Boy, howdy.
is listening. And we have heard also from Paul Zarvis, one of our artists tonight, who enjoyed the cello music by Patricia. And Alana again. So thanks. We love to hear from everybody. Let us know that you're listening. You can send us a message on the Facebook Club Helsinki Open Mic Facebook page where the video is streaming, or on YouTube.
So coming up next, this is a gentleman who found us. He's from Southern California. His name is Tesso Sumuk. The first video he sent us was a great original sort of spoken word blues thing, which I loved, called I'm Your Brown Buffalo Blues Man. Very cool. Tessa does a lot of stuff. He's a writer, a published poet. And this coming up is a poem of his, very intense piece. Tessa, I want you to know, I've listened to it a couple of times. Thank you for this. Powerful stuff coming from Tesso Sumuk in Southern California.
My name is Tesso Sumuk. This piece is titled The Great Replacement. I wrote this back in July of last year, and it seems to have been about a year in preemption to where things are today. The Great Replacement. The ideal subject of totalitarianism is people for whom the distinction between fact and fiction, true and false, no longer exist on our end. You've just joined us on this great circus, the circus of democratic regulation, ultranationalism, populism and xenophobia, and whatever other corrosive political meanderings. The three-ring circus of radicalized group identity, racism, and the pathological hunger for national rebirth, and a restoration for nostalgic and political times. The showmen of combined resentfulness and belligerent authoritarianism when faced with alterity and expected hospitality. The chicanery of clownish jesters and their distractions of evasive and dubious technical political forces of austere conditions from lived and experienced anxieties. The minstrel generic conceptions of racial identity central to the American empire, who have generated significant international currency emblazoned by signature racial habits of the North Atlantic slave trade, whose final product is the world only in black and white. The Chinese yo-yo of personal whiteness through the attractiveness of generic racial identities in our psycho-political ossified culture. The ventriloquist invocation of whiteness with its freighted notions of victimage and vulnerability. The still walking face of existential threats, varnished on the Trojan horse of immigrant fertility, and the social licking encroachment of alien influences from the global south, the browning shadows over the land. The pantomime vivid images of invasion and demographic warfare branded. What a circus, wouldn't you agree? An unlikely, uneasy alliance of trolls, misogynists, meninists, ethno-nationalists, xenophobes, and cultural reactionary conservatives. The ringmaster of surveillance capitalism, the technology security complex have exited stage left. Curtains down on the weaponization of culture. Standing room only, folks. Standing room only. Trying to resist the looming existential catastrophe they like to call this great show the Great Replacement.
Thank you so much, Tessa.
Yeah, thank you. Amazing poem.
Incredible
A testimony.
piece of writing there, Tessa Somok from Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we just have a couple more videos tonight. One from.
So what's next, writer?
It's Ipatayo Cobbins.
Have I lost my audio?
She is one of the Club Helsinki open mic heroes or heroines, and she lives in Hudson, New York, and she's a wonderful poet, a great singer and artist, and we're always so happy to hear from Ippy.
Hello, it's me again, Iffy Tayo. I got another poem for you. Hope your ears are pleased. I followed the shadows of once upon a time, laid back into my future of a time left behind, existing in order to survive. The numbers of change formed by agreements, copy-paste, another degree of disagreements. Quantity used up, equality is like we don't give a fuck. Confused, untouched minds, virgin identity, religions calling out, repent to us, looking towards moving forward, navigating, migrating to communicate into the future. Do you know where you're going to? Different perspectives are put into play. It's like mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? The witch's brew, stirring agitation until it boils. Shaking with tremors, jolting the taste of sour lemons. Specify this specimen. Test, tasting, lesson. Different time, another timeline. For an instant, a current situation. What's happening? The cards play, the stars for me. Round the clock, tick-tock around, round the table. Poetry coming out like Aesop's fables. Grace the table. Pause, past tense, past time. Days of old show. If tables could talk and the mirrors could really see, showing and seeing your vision of what's been lined up, following the specimen of shadows of once upon a time, stirring with agitation, boiling, jolting with the taste of sour lemons. I followed the shadows of once upon a time, laid back into my future of a time left behind, existing in order to survive. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ifatayo Cobbins.
Yeah,
Great to
thank
hear from
you.
you. All right. So I think we're just about ready to wrap this up and hand it to our midnight closer, Lightning Rick Warren. Rick Warren traditionally closes the open mic every Tuesday night at Club Helsinki. And again, I'd like to encourage people to share this out if you like what we're doing. And we have next week, we're going to have a fun interview with Christina Viggers. And then we're also going to have an interview with the great Roy Zimmerman coming up in a few weeks. So that's going to be fun. So love and salutations to everybody from Club Helsinki Hudson. And we'll certainly see you in the virtual world next week and hopefully in the real world before too long. Right, Ryder?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody. Here's Rick Warren.